Of permanent voters' cards by electorates in the Federal Capital Territory is key to achieving a successful conduct of the forthcoming area council elections. The vote begins with the card, and so without it, participation ends even before the process starts. Tonight, on Saturday Discourse, we'll be looking at the place of the voters' cards and where it belongs. The Empire say voters' cards are ready for collection for the electorate to be part of the forthcoming election in February. This and other story will be taken on Saturday Discourse tonight. I am Abdullah Hajia. To stay with us. Thank you for staying tuned. Let's begin with the stories. 4,325 Youth Corps members posted to the Federal Capital Territory in the 2026 Batch A Stream 1 program have taken oath of allegiance and national service. FCT Minister of State's representative, Mandate Secretary for Youth and Sports Development, Lawan Kologaidam, implores the Corps members to be committed with dedication that adds value to the FCT dreams and national aspirations. Yours sincerely reports.
In pursuance of our aspiration to build a united, peaceful, prosperous, hate-free, egalitarian society, and a great nation.
With its lofty heights and objectives of strengthening Nigeria's unity in diversity, these 4,325 young men and women are answering the clarion call of national service to fatherland, while fulfilling their dreams. In the traditional ritual of oath-taking, the representative of the FCT Chief Judge administered the oath.
And if need, supreme sacrifice for the father.
FCT Mandate Secretary for Youth and Sports Development, Lawal Kulugaidam, who represented the FCT Minister of State, Dr. Maria Mahmood, congratulates the Corps members and reiterates the FCT administration's readiness to improve the welfare of Corps members and residents, while urging them to be committed to this service.
Let us lift our nation high under the sun of Inzire, with dedication and selflessness. Nigeria is ours, Nigeria we serve. Far and near we come to serve in order to lift our father's hand. NYSC for the noble youth. Let's make Nigeria a great nation.
FCT NYSC State Coordinator Samson Ateli emphasized discipline as key to accomplishing great goals during the orientation program and the one-year service.
The NYSC has remained a veritable tool for national unity and integration, especially among Nigerian graduate youths, by virtue of the mentorship on discipline and patriotism. The regimented nature of the orientation program is designed to instill discipline, physical fitness, and strong leadership traits, as well as entrepreneurial training for self-reliance.
FCT 0799, Corps member Chukwemeka Benedicta, God provided by 2026.
The swearing-in program featured different parade activities that demonstrate the physical training and transformation the Corps members are being exposed to. In Abuja, Abdullah Hajia, NTA News.
Education goes beyond the four walls of the classroom, and for pupils of Noble Guide Academy in Kubwa, Abuja, learning today came with fresh air, movement, and a powerful message to commemorate the 2026 International Day of Education. The school organized a roadwalk aimed at promoting not only academic excellence, but also the importance of good health as a foundation for effective learning. Rabiat Shaib now reports.
In the spirit of this year's International Day of Education, Noble Guide Academy stepped out of the classroom and into the streets of Kubwa, using a road walk to spotlight the role of physical well-being in the pursuit of knowledge. The exercise brought together students, teachers and parents, united by a common goal to promote education, not just as an academic pursuit, but as a holistic journey that thrives on sound health and mental strength.
If you look at the SDG we have, the fourth goal is on quality education, and it's part of what we are trying to actually show the whole world today. Yes, it's good when we educate, we give deserving knowledge to the younger ones. They are the future of tomorrow. And then not only that, we want them to be fit, physically fit, and that is why you can see in our midst some parents are here to support what we do. So the students, they keep on striving. Sky is their limit. We keep on giving them all the necessary support.
We feel the best way to do it is to improve our kids' resilience in terms of the brain, the heart, and other limbs of the body, because you need this to really improve your education. And this also reminds them that, of course, education is all about building resilience. It's all about being strong. It's all about being physically fit to ensure that you strive for that best you want to achieve.
For parents who participated, the work was both reassuring and commendable. Many praised the school for prioritizing the well-being of its students and creating an environment that supports learning beyond textbooks.
For me as a parent, it's also one way of showing up for my children in their school activities, because there has a way it enhances students' performance. Our Noble Guide is a school that has a vision. So one thing I enjoy here is the combination of Western and Islamic education.
I feel like it was a great idea by the school to actually organize this because it helps keep us fit.
It has been very fun. There are a lot of people that don't have this education that we have, so it's actually important to spread awareness.
As the world marks International Day of Education today, the message from Kubwa is clear. Nurturing the minds of children must go hand in hand with protecting their health and safety if education is truly to serve as a tool for national development. In Abuja, Rabia Shaib, NTA News.
Now, a practical capacity building initiative designed to empower rural women farmers and with modern beekeeping skills has been taken to Kwale Area Council in the FCT. The program initiated by the she farmers aims to boost food security and sustainable livelihoods by equipping participants with effective techniques in bee production. Moses Kuye tells us more.
Experienced honey farmers took turn to explain various procedures in manufacturing honey, reiterating that creating enabling environments to attract bees is a paramount factor as indicators. The Kwale She Farmers Program seeks to empower rural women in Kwale for sustainable livelihood in agricultural innovation using available natural ways to pollinate and create eco-friendly environment for bees to thrive.
Honey is something that once produced, the market is there. Even the consultant is ready to buy off the honey when produced. So these women will have time for themselves and their children in their homes.
Findings reveal that providing nutritional values and creating income for rural women is important in creating financial freedom while considering the healthy contributions of honey to human lives.
In the industry, I talked about the honey that we consume as food that has so many medicinal values. It is used in wound healing, even in the hospital. You rub it on wound, it makes it to heal fast. And it's a sweetener that has little or no negative impact on the consumer, unlike the usual sugar that we know in our houses.
We are partners, and so we are happy. The First Lady is happy to have this training going on today because she believed that it's going to empower women and it's going to bring financial freedom for the women.
I want to say that I'm really impressed by the turnout of the women, and from the questions they are asking, you can see that they are really learning and they are inquisitive. They look like people who are eager to start the business.
The chapter of Kwalishi Farmers was also inaugurated, paving way for more participation of rural women in sheep farmers' various programs and activities. In Abuja, Moses Kuye, NTA News.
Yes, and you hear something like this.
The Social Democratic Party's candidate for the Abuja Municipal Area Council, Dr. Obinna Simon, popularly known as MC Tawai, is making strategic moves to secure votes and win the chairmanship seat in the area council elections scheduled for February 21. During a recent campaign around key locations in the city center, the candidate hinted at a potential alliance with the Labour Party candidates. Ramatu Abdullahi brings us details.
In a motorcade, Dr. Obinna Simon, the SDP chairmanship candidate for AMAC, took his campaign to major markets in the city center to engage ordinary Nigerians, including traders, and solicit their support ahead of the upcoming elections next month. At the furniture market in Wuse, Dr. Obinna Simon met with Labour Party candidates and the party chairman, where they discussed the possible alliance with the Labour Party.
He is very qualified. It's not about collaboration, but I as a person, if I will not go and he goes, he is qualified. He will do 100% of what I would do if I'm to get to that office. So I have confidence in him. Somebody I know. He's tested and trusted. So we are fine. If Labour doesn't go and Dr. Obinna Simon goes under SDP, we are good.
I'm so happy that our brother, the Honorable from Labour Party, was here himself in person, and he has put his weight to us, just like we'll have done the same for him, because all of us are capable to be in that place.
At the GSM village, market leaders highlighted some of the challenges they face and urged Dr. Simon to address them.
That reason why you see the market is like this. We know what to do, but we don't have permanent allocation. If you have permanent allocation, we know how to divide the market.
MC Togwaye, known for his commitment to the community, promised to give the GSM village a facelift if elected. The motorcade had previously stopped at Barnex, where the campaign team sought support from the electorate.
In my comedy career, there is no one single day I had any scandal of any sort. I was able to manage that craft from the beginning to the end. And I did not only manage the craft, I was able to impact people, make a lot of contributions for national development, national awareness. I made sure that that craft did that. They should expect a drastic revamp of the education, health sector, okay, infrastructure, all right, and most importantly, welfare of the people and accountability to the people.
As a well-known comedian, MC Togwaye gained fame for his hilarious impersonations of former President Muhammadu Buhari. Now entering politics, he hopes to leverage his creative abilities to improve the lives of the people in AMAC. Ramatu Abdullahi, NTA News.
Still talking politics, as preparations intensify for the 2026 area council elections, the FCT Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has announced the commencement of permanent voter card collection with 128,396 PVCs ready for eligible voters across the 6 area councils, while assuring residents of its readiness to conduct a credible and transparent poll. The FCT Resident Electoral Commissioner Aminu Kasim Idris outlined key milestones achieved so far and called on eligible voters to take advantage of the PVC collection window. Our correspondent, Rabiat Shaib, reports.
At a press briefing in Abuja, the Resident Electoral Commissioner, INEC FCT, Aminu Kasimu Idris, addressed journalists on the Commission's level of preparedness and the commencement of permanent voter card collection across the territory. According to the Commission, PVCs will be available for collection at registration wards in the 6 area councils from Thursday, January 22nd to Monday, January 26th, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. daily.
A total of 128,396 PVCs are available for collection. This is made up of the newly registered voters as well as voters that requested for transfers and updates to their registration details. PVCs from previous registration exercises are also available for collection in this period. Let me emphasize that the PVC remains the only valid document that qualifies a registered voter to be accredited and to vote on election day. Collection of PVC by proxy is prohibited.
Electoral officers in all the area councils are having a stakeholders meeting today with every stakeholder. We have also engaged some CSOs right now who are in the different area councils and some wards, also pushing this message across.
INEC also provided updates on its overall readiness for the polls, stating that political party primaries and campaigns have been closely monitored, while critical election technologies, including the BVAS, have been activated in preparation for the exercise.
We have taken delivery of non-sensitive election materials, which have been badged to the area council offices. We have opened portals for the accreditation of observers and the submission of polling agents by political parties. As the election draws near, we wish to reassure the people of the FCT that we are committed to conducting an election that is free, fair, inclusive, and credible.
The electoral body further noted that after the ward-level collection period, uncollected PVCs will be moved to INEC area offices for continuous collection. With PVC collection set to begin in earnest, the responsibility now shifts to eligible voters to take the final step towards participating in the democratic process. Rabiat Shaib, NTA News.
Good evening. Glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me.
And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program.
I will celebrate creativity, lasting impressions.
There's no book stating that this is the role for men.
On the news.
On the news at 7.
The
Unity Station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja.
Would say have a lovely day.
Thank you for joining us on this segment. Well, against the usual discussion, our guest was unable to make it to the studio, but we have more stories on the political preparations ahead of the FCT area council election. So the next story we have, as the area council elections in the Federal Capital Territory FCT approach, NTA News engaged a cross-section of residents to assess their awareness of the candidates running in their local community. The interaction aimed to gauge the level of familiarity, knowledge of voters and about individuals vying to be elected in different positions in the area council elections. Let's take a watch.
I know like a few, almost 5 political parties, candidates. I know. I have a PD, like a body. We have Honorable Jelos for PDP. We have Honorable Maria for Labour Party. We have Honorable Jelos from ADC, and we have I forget the one. There's one more that come from under Ghana. I forget her name now.
Really, I don't know really the person that they contested for the election, but I used to come across their news, their performances, and that the election is around the corner because I'm a rector. I'm into real estate.
In fact, all the candidates, no candidate I know. Only what I know that all the 6 area council, they have candidates that are contesting under APC, ADC, PDP and the rest. But I don't know any candidate among them.
I only know 1 or 2. But I wouldn't mention. The other one, I don't know the name. ADC. But the other man has been there now, Christopher Zakalanga also.
No, I don't even know any candidates, and I don't have any candidate. But I have just been seeing their poster. But I've just been seeing their poster around. I don't have any candidates at all.
Are you going to vote during the election?
Yes, I'm going to vote as a citizen of the country. I'm going to vote.
How will you vote when you don't know the candidates?
Yes, when the time comes, the thing is in my mind. The party I will vote for is in my mind. I don't have to disclose it out.
Like as I said, anything politics, I don't normally involve myself such like that. So when.
Well, a cross-section of voices there in the FCT ahead of the election. I think it is important you know your candidates. Well, moving on. Up next is our weekly news wrap with Hawa Gimba. Stay.
Hello and welcome to Weekly News Wrap this week. Your roundup major stories that made headlines in the FCT. I am Hawa Gimba. Earlier in the week, President Bola Tinubu reached out to communities in the Federal Capital Territory with food support. The president donated 1,200 bags of 25 kg rice through the Renewed Hope Ambassador FCT to residents across the 6 area councils. Officials say the gesture reflects the administration's commitment to supporting the less privileged. Turning our attention now to the territory. The Association of Resident Doctors and the FCT has commended Minister Nyesom Wike for approving the payment of 13 months hazard allowance arrears and 1 month wage award. The doctor described the move as a demonstration of commitment to healthcare workers' welfare and pledged continued collaboration to strengthen FCT health sector. Meanwhile, activities at major FCT offices have been grounded. Staff of the Federal Capital Territory Administration and the Federal Capital Development Authority have embarked on an indefinite strike over demands for improved working conditions. Union leaders say services will remain suspended until their grievances are addressed. And to electoral matters, INEC in the FCT has action with 128,000 PVCs ready for eligible voters across the 6 area councils. The commission says the exercise is part of efforts to ensure a credible and transparent 2026 council poll. Still on FCT elections, INEC and security and ensure peaceful process. And finally, political leaders with affected traders. Visitors pledge support and assessment continue on the extent of losses recorded. And that's the weekly news wrap this week. Join us next week.
Let's talk sports now. Nigeria's tour of Samuel Chukwueze and Victor Osimhen upon return from the Nations Cup and playing for their club sides have found the back of the net. Chukwueze scored in Fulham's 2-1 win to get against Brighton and Hove Albion, while Osimhen is currently in action and has scored one for Galatasaray against Karagu Fatih in Turkish League. Well, let's join our sports desk for other sports stories.
NBA star Desmond Bain has expressed his willingness to play for Nigeria in future international competitions. The Memphis Grizzlies guard, who holds Nigerian heritage but has only represented the US at youth level, confirmed he would for sure accept a call-up. He noted discussions with other NBA players of Nigerian descent like Aaron Nesmith and Gabby Vincent about joining the national team, signaling a potential boost for the Tigers' talent pool. Meanwhile, Al-Khulud manager Des Buckingham has described the recent transfer of Nigerian defender William Trust Ekong to Al-Ali SC as a significant loss. Buckingham called Trust Ekong the best leader at the club and stated he is irreplaceable both as a player and person. The Saudi Pro League side now faces the challenge of filling the void left by the experienced centre-back. Lastly, the 2026 Lagos City Marathon is set for February 14, featuring top athletes from Nigeria, Kenya, Ethiopia, and Uganda. This edition will debut a redesigned 42-kilometer course starting at ORCA Mall and finishing at Eco Atlantic City. The World Athletics Gold Label event continues to draw elite runners while also hosting thousands of recreational participants, cementing its status as a major African sporting celebration. With Sports Brief, Wayne Dogo, NTA News.
And just before we go, let's let you know that Liverpool away, despite controlling possession, are 2 goals to 1 down against FC Bournemouth in the EPL game currently going on at the moment. Well, on that note, we want to thank you for joining us on Saturday Discourse. Let's do it again. Same time, same station next week. I am Abdullah Hajia. Good evening.